Sunday night. I'm Carrie. That's Jared.
What's up, guys? Finally got the mics worked out. We're going to still make some adjustments to these mics. We'll probably do it tonight. But
We're gonna cough into it for you.
Yeah. But it's definitely better than it was last week. So
I put a Listerine strip in right before we went live, and it's a little zingy up in
it's
there.
a little zingy up in there. I got to have this fan on. I'm roasting over here.
I know, it was freezing upstairs. I'm like, I have a sweater on and boots, and I'm sitting there shivering. I'm like, okay, can I bump the furnace up a little bit? And so I bumped it, and now he's like, it's so hot. Just like an old man. It's so hot.
So hot here.
He's having a hot flash, I think.
I'm having hot flashes. Yep, it's a little spicy down here tonight.
That's why he never wears sleeves.
That's right. I'm always hot. I go out, like when I went shopping today, this is what I wore. It's like
no coat.
36 degrees, and I don't wear shorts though. I'm not that guy. Oh, I'm gonna wear shorts. Yeah, I'm not that dude, but.
My kid does.
Yeah.
My 12-year-old. Yep, he wants to wear shorts all winter long. And no coat.
He crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know. You raised him.
I know. I caught my daughter's the same way. No coat. She's 14 in 9th grade. And we went to the grocery store. She didn't want to wear a coat. And it was so windy. Just bitter cold and windy. And I'm like, are you sure? She's covered in goosebumps. You know how they wear the holes in their jeans. Yeah. And she's got a little short-sleeved T-shirt on. She's covered in goosebumps. I'm fine. I'm like, but your body is saying that you're cold.
Yeah, your skin's telling on you right now.
Your skin is telling on you. But I don't know. I don't remember going through that phase. I had some sweet coats when I was young. Like, that was a thing. Every season, my mom would take us shopping, and we'd pick out our favorite coat.
Yeah.
And I was always like, I got a cool coat, and I'm going to show it off.
Yeah, show it off.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's turn on the fan. I'll turn on the fan intermittently tonight.
On, off, on, off.
On, off, on, off.
Did you always not wear coats?
No, but, you know, I just don't like the restrictiveness that's associated with, like when you get in your car,
yeah,
you got this big bulky coat on, you're trying to get your seatbelt on, and you feel like you're in a straitjacket. I always take it off in my car. So then I started thinking, I'm like, it takes me like less than a minute to get to my car, to the store, wherever I'm going. It's like, if I'm going to die of like, you know, frostbite or whatever you want to call it, like in that amount of time, hypothermia, I mean, then maybe I shouldn't leave the house if it's that bad, you know, so.
But what if your car breaks down?
Yeah,
that's what I always tell my kids. Like, if the bus or the car breaks down and you're stuck on the side, or we have an accident and you got to turn the car out, you know, or whatever, like, you should at least have it in the car with you.
Yeah, so like I started doing that today, or not today, but
just today.
Just today.
What a coincidence.
No, I was thinking I should have done that today because I actually got on the freeway to go to Costco, and I was like, got halfway there, and my car said 0 miles to empty, and I'm like,
oh, Grumblat. He's so bad about that.
Like, oops.
So bad about that.
I
swear, if we get stranded on the side of the road one day because you didn't put gas in your car, it's going to be awful.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh boy.
You'll never hear the end of it.
I had 0 miles to empty and 2 miles to get off the freeway and get gas, and I pulled right into the gas station and filled her up. I'm like, that was close. Oops.
You stress me out.
I stressed myself out.
Stress me out.
It was bad, man. I was freaking out a little. I'm like, oopsie. Oopsie doopsie.
Good Lord. All right. Let me say hello.
Do it, and we'll get started.
Tony Krozik. He says, good day, everyone. Jared and Carrie, looking forward to the Sunday Live hang.
Hey, what's up, Tony? Good to see you. I'm looking in two different cameras here.
Where are we at?
Where are we at? We're in this one, and we're in this one. It's weird. This one doesn't pick up any of the lights hardly. And this one's like super vibrant and colorful. What the hell?
Yeah, that one's a little, this is a warmer color. The other one's cooler color.
Yeah.
You still haven't done that yet.
Well, I had it set up, but I need to have it set up-er. Setty upper.
Setty upper.
I need it more set up.
Tech Forge Australia.
Hey, haven't seen you in a bit.
He says nothing like a day off of work to catch a live hang. That's awesome.
Awesome, man. Thanks for being here. I missed you. Haven't seen you in a bit.
Matt Force, how are you?
What's up, Matt?
Aaron Lucas, hi.
What's going on, Aaron?
Michael Galagos, good evening, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
It has been a good weekend. I finally got my tree up. All the Christmas decorations going.
Decorations?
Decorations.
Yeah, I got all my decorations up too. It took like 1 minute.
For me.
Yeah, you put up my Charlie Brown tree and my little house thing. Done. Yeah, definitely.
He's bah humbug.
Yeah, I'm not. I just don't like doing all that.
He's the Grinch.
Because you got to take it all down. I am kind of Grinchy.
He's Grinch. Yep. Although we're getting tickets to see TSO for Christmas.
Yeah, so how Grinchy is that? It's pretty Grinchy. Pretty not Grinchy.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to go see TSO. That's going to be
with
awesome.
John from Ohio.
Yep, John Thrasher and his wife.
Excited about that.
Yep.
Anyway, Flux, how are you?
What's up, Flux?
Gravel Rocks, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Let's see. Letters and Numbers is here.
Letters and numbers.
Hi.
Letters and numbers.
Tony Krozik, hey, 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 as well. He says, has anyone tried the Tone Bone Big Shot ABY amp switcher? One guitar through 2 tube amps. I'll buy Jarrod one if he's interested in demoing 2 amps at the same time.
Dude, that would be cool. I would love to experience that. That would be pretty badass. I like it. Like it a lot.
All right. I think that was a yes, Tony. Vince Salutari.
Hey, what's up, Vince?
There they are. He says, hi, Carrie and Jarrod. Looking forward to the video tonight. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. We are too.
Greg Tribulato, you retracted your message, but I'm still going to say hi. Oh, here, you're farther down. Made the live show again. The Tribulator is back.
The Tribulator. It's the Terminator here and the Tribulator there. What's up, man? Good to see you.
Howdy, Scott Fulmer. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Scott? Good to see you, man.
Gunnerman, thanks for the super chat.
What's up,
We're
Gunnerman?
out the gates on a good note.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It really helps the channel big time. And likes, I'm telling you, likes and super chats and all that stuff really help the channel out. I mean, and shares too. Like, not sure, but shares. Sharing that. That was a bad impression of share.
Let's shake that one off.
Do you believe in life after love? Not that one, but sharing our stuff.
You need your auto-tune.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
I do.
Jeff Cornell, hello.
What's up, Jeff? I knew Jeff would be here because I'm doing the Splawn.
Yeah, he's got Splawn with the heart.
That's how you lure Jeff out of the bushes. You put a little Splawn there.
A little Splawn snack.
Can't help himself. Little Splawny snack. Can't help himself. Creeps out. Starts nibbling on it. I know I'm going to get shot, stabbed, but I'm eating it. Splawny snack.
Little Splawny snack.
Nice.
Michael said that's bad on the fuel tank. The pump. It's bad on the fuel pump.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Mm-hmm. Aren't you looking at me like that for?
I'm gonna look at you like that.
It only happens like once or twice a year.
A year. That's way too much.
I know. It's just
It should happen to you once in a lifetime.
I'm in my driveway and my car says 9 miles to empty, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get gas on the way to Costco. So I start driving, and I listened to my video that I released today in the car because I wanted to make sure everything's...
Because he's vain like that.
Yeah, because I'm vain like that. No, I want to make sure everything sounded good because my car's stereo is awesome. So I want to double check, and I just got into it, and next thing you know, I'm on the highway, not paying attention. All of a sudden, a little ding comes on, and I'm like, oh, 0 miles to empty. All right. Oops.
Hi, Carrie.
Yeah, I thought about that, too. I was going to call you.
Can we go
You're never going to guess what happened. My car lied to me. I thought it meant 12 miles till empty.
That 0 meant 0.
It was kilometers, not miles.
Such a stupid turd.
Something got screwed up there.
CS.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Shrimp and Tone Wars. Yeah.
Shrimp?
Yeah. Shrimp.
Shrimp and Tone Wars.
Yep.
He's eating some scrimps.
Shrimp cocktail? Shrimp scampi? What kind?
What kind of scrimps are you having?
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
hi.
What's happening?
Bobcat's here.
What's up, Bobcat?
Greg Tribolato. I always think of Friends with Tribbiani, Joey Tribbiani.
Oh, Joey. Well, how you doing? Eh? How you doing?
How's the weather in where you're at? There's my screen just flew out. He said, my son just arrived in Great Lakes for boot camp from California.
Oh, man.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's like 34 right now, I think.
We don't have snow yet. We've had like flurries here and there, but nothing has stuck.
Yeah.
But it's just cold.
It's cold as hell.
Darren Moore is with us. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Darren?
He said thank you for the advice you gave him earlier.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not done. I'll send you some more options, too. But that was the first one I thought of. Like, Darren was asking me, like, I want to add another high-gain amp to my collection. What should I get? And I was like, Kraken. I mean, it's very unique, and it's in that same vein of, like, that kind of gain structure that you like, but it's different enough where I think you would really enjoy the amp. It's awesome.
The Metal Edge. Love these Sunday live shows. I look forward to these all week. Really?
Oh, thanks,
all
man.
Week you're thinking about Tone Wars.
Thank you. No, we feel the same way. We look forward to it as well. And
it's a compliment.
Yes, and we love hearing stuff like that because, you know, when you're sitting here looking at a camera, it's like the camera's not vibing with you. It's just
I feel it differently because I'm reading the comments and seeing it. So I feel like I'm really in the mix with the audience. Yeah,
and I got my phone up tonight too, just to, you know, kind of look on the side there. But
just checking up on me, making sure I'm not skipping y'all.
No. In fact, I'll just make sure my Wi-Fi's off. Okay, good. But yeah, I love hearing stuff like that because it really does make a difference, you know. Because like a lot of times I'm just down here shooting videos, and it's weird. Like I get done and I'm like, I wonder how that came across. The Lone Ranger, yep, and
down here shooting videos.
and I start editing, and there's so many times I'll edit and I'll be like, oh, that sucked, and I'll have to fire everything up and sit here and pretend I'm doing it the first time because, you know, I had a guitar tone dialed in horribly or whatever, or it's the mix level's horrible, and like so the video that I released today, as soon as I got done with that, I went out and watched the MRI trailer in the freezing cold.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yep.
Braxel, I haven't seen your name in a minute.
Hey, what's up, man?
Let's see here. Yadin Moyle. I hope I said that
that's
right.
An interesting name.
Yadin Moyle. He said, hi, man.
What's happening?
Hi, man.
Hey.
Flux, 2 amps through a Marshall 1960A 4x12 in stereo is amazing.
Oh, I'm sure. Holy crap, that's got to sound incredible, man.
Woo, Yard and Moyle chimed back in. Just wanted to say I enjoy your profiles very much.
Oh, thank you. Which one do you like the best? I like the number 3. It's got the number 3 in it. I can't remember what it's called. EE3. Yeah, that's my favorite, and that's the one I actually made the crunch and lead one out of in that separate folder. Those profiles are just incredible. They sound great, and I might even use them in my recording just to have another thing, you know. Use the Kemper in there just so people can hear that too in my album. Which is turning out amazing, by the way. I got 2 rough mixes back.
Ooh, and you have a video shoot coming up.
I know, I got a video shoot coming up on the 14th, so wish me luck.
10 days.
I got to peel off 10 more pounds so I could fit into my favorite vest.
You're such a girl.
Oh my God, I gotta lose so much weight, Becky. Oh my God, then I got a tan. No more brunch with the ladies. No, I gotta peel off 10 more pounds to fit in this stupid vest that I can't wear right now. Unless people want to see the buttons pop off and fly.
That could be part of the show.
Oh, sure.
It's part of the video shoot.
Look at my gut. Can we slow-mo that, Paul? Be awesome.
Let's see. Michael wants to know if you got the Kiesel back yet.
No, and I was just talking to Carrie about that while we were getting ready, and I said I haven't gotten any confirmation back, but they do have it, and they have it staged for repair. And I filled out the RMA form, but for some reason I didn't have it in the box. I can't. It's me, so I had to send that to them, and maybe that held things up. But I did email them and say no rush, but rush. I'm shooting a music video, 2 of them on the 14th, and I'd really like to have it back for that.
And they're like, well, it'd been really nice if you filled out the proper forms.
Yeah, but that only held it up 1 day. So hopefully it'll be back by then, because I'm going to be...
Those darn responsibilities.
I know, exactly. That adulting really sucks.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, but hopefully it'll be back, because I'm going to be super bummed if I can't have my Kiesel in the music videos. That's going to suck.
I keep losing my spot. Greg, thank you very much for the super chat. Greg Tribolato.
Thanks, man. How you doing? Thanks.
Dean Harkness is here.
Hey, what's up, Dean?
Hey, Dean. Pure Rock Fury, smash the thumbs up. Yes, tell everybody.
Please do.
You can X out of the live chat, hit the thumbs up button, and come right back into the live chat. Yes. That would really help us out.
We would appreciate that very much.
Gravel Rocks, what you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
Johnny Ramiro is here.
Hey, Johnny, what's happening, man?
Kyle Hart is here.
What's up, Kyle? Did you get my message?
He says, how are you guys live already? We're on time tonight.
I know. Last 2 weeks, we were about 15 minutes late 1 week and a half hour the other. So we don't want to start training people to think that we're always late. So.
Oh, Scott Fulmer, thank you for the super chat. He said it's for the video shoot fund.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks.
Really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll have a nice cigar. Thank you. In fact, that's going to be fun at the video shoot. I'm going to have to bring several stogies to calm myself down with at the shoot, because that's going to be a long day, you know?
Yes.
I haven't stood up and played guitar in years.
Aaron Lucas wants you to do Arnold yells at Jarrod for running out of gas. I agree. It's a good one.
Jarrod, you little sissy, it's too cold to come outside.
Put your freaking coat on.
You're not wearing a coat, so that's why, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I'm so cold. I don't want to pump the gas. Sissy, we're up cold. Pump your gas. Get to the chopper. Do it now.
If you don't put gas in, you won't make it to the chopper.
Yeah, how are you going to make it to the chopper if you're out of gas?
Kyle Hart says, interesting choice of amp tonight.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've fired up the old Splawn. It's the KT88 version, by the way.
Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson.
Turd Ferguson says hello from Arizona.
What's up, man? Turd Ferguson.
That one got me. I like that one. Gonna take notes on that one.
Turd Ferguson.
What's his name?
Jay.
Jay!
Yeah.
I forgot we're friends.
Wonder if it is Jay.
What is wrong with my brain?
Hey,
right now?
I'm having the same issue lately. I can't remember anything.
Oh, CS is having tiger shrimp with his veggies.
Tiger shrimp.
Steve-O! Hey,
What's up, man? How you doing?
GM Iron says it's freezing in LA. It's 70 degrees. Stop it.
Poor you.
You stop it.
Trade you.
Tech Forge Australia. If you had to choose between adding another guitar or another amp head to this table, which would you choose and why? Sounds like you're in a beauty pageant.
That's
Which would you choose and why?
I would choose world peace. That's what I would choose. And world hunger to be over and all the puppies to have a home. Becky.
So, I don't know.
Like, what?
What am I missing out on here, amp-wise? You know, if I had to
think
choose...
he'd probably get another guitar and it'd be blue or green.
I don't know. I'd probably want to get another Kiesel. Yeah, I think that's what it would be, another Kiesel. But I do have a couple of amps on my radar that I'd like to try. I want to try a Wizard because I keep hearing all this amazing stuff about the Wizards. But I understand how hype goes. The more you charge for an amp, the more people hype them up when they buy them because they want to feel good about their purchase. So I don't know if the hype's real on those, so I'll find out one of these days. I really want to find out. And it's definitely a goal of mine. So, oh, did your battery die?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I want to try a Wizard. So, but if I had to choose right now, I'd probably choose a guitar because it'd be nice to have another Kiesel. I almost ordered another Kiesel. I got so close, especially when Jeff went live and he had pick your own top. Oh my God, I'm looking at these tops and I'm like, holy, they're all master grade tops. And I'm just like, I literally had my phone in my hand and I was about to call and I was like, don't do it. You really don't need another guitar right now. And it's passed me by, so I kind of regret not doing it, but I kind of wish I would have.
But you just got, or have you got it yet, or are you working on getting it?
What?
your newest thing?
What newest thing?
Your QC.
Oh, yeah. I bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, these guys know. I can tell you that tonight too. Like, so I do have a quad Cortex on the way, and it should be here on. Turn off this fan here. It should be here on Tuesday. So, because I had a lot of people requesting, like every time I do a Kemper video, they're like, "Dude, if you were to make quad Cortex, captures, we'd get them." And I'm like, so I posted it in the community section, and enough people said that they would want them, and on Facebook and here, and I was like, well, if people really want them, then I'll get it and I'll make them for you, and I'll give you quality captures, because I know I can get you some good sounds down here. I mean, in this room, the way I have everything set up and all these amps dialed in, I mean, if I can't make a good capture, I'm an idiot, So I'll make some good stuff for you guys. I can't wait.
Yadin says, please, more profiles.
Oh.
He's from Israel.
Oh, cool, man. For sure. I will be definitely doing that. I have a lot of time now this winter to sit down here and do stuff. And Carrie and I are going to talk about a schedule to keep me on schedule to do this stuff. So my plan is to weekly release some profile packs, or one profile pack per week. That I can release, on my amps, and by the end of winter, I'll have all of my amps profiled, and I'll have enough packs on my website where, I'll have plenty of stuff for you guys to choose from, and I can actually start paying for all these amps with them, because I haven't even come close to paying these amps off yet. Regarding like one of the reasons why I bought them, so I could do profiles. So I want to start getting back on that.
Wayfarer says, how would you compare your Kiesel to the Music Man you're holding in terms of playability and just overall quality?
Very good question. I'm actually, I'm going to shoot them out when it gets back, but I wanted to do a fair, 100% fair comparison to them. And there was an issue with the preamp that was associated with the piezo bleeding into my pickups, and I was having some sonic issues with it. So I wanted to get that addressed before I did that shootout, to be fair. But what I can tell you right now is the ergonomics on this guitar are more to my taste, because the pickup selector's right here, right where I like it. I can easily get to it. Where on the Kiesel, it's over here, so I got to hop over the whammy bar or have it moved out of the way to get to it. And it's just in a spot that doesn't work for me, but that's all subjective. But I do like the Kiesel neck and fretboard better. It's a flat radius. I mean, I love the neck and the fretboard on the Kiesel better. I really do. I mean, that thing is just insane. Now, so if I were to give this guitar a score compared to that regarding the fretboard and the neck, I would say this would be a 9. The Kiesel would be an absolute 10. I mean, that neck is stupid. It's really good on there. So Jeff's not BSing when he says our necks are the best. They really are the best. And when I ordered mine and I talked to my guy, Chris, about it, I just said, well, I kind of want to try the flat radius, but I said, what do you think? And he's like, do you play leads? I'm like, yeah. He goes, then yeah. He said, if you're anywhere near a shredder or you play solos and you like to play fast, that's the neck you want. And he wasn't kidding. I mean, that fretboard and everything is like the best. So, yeah, but I will do a shootout soon, and I'm going to do a Tonewood shootout too and see if there really is a difference.
Brexel says, you should be seeing more of me since I don't play this stupid video game anymore on Sunday nights.
Let us be your video game. We'll just walk around and do video game stuff. Awesome, man.
Yadin says the Red 7 Leviathan and the Stealth are the ones he loves the most.
Yeah, I'd put them right up there for me too. I mean, the Red 7 Leviathan is a ridiculous amp. It really is. And the thing is you'll hear this shortly, but the Splawn Nitro is also, like, that thing will do metal all day. I mean, that amp is disgusting when you want it to be. So
let's see.
I'm going to keep turning this.
Brexel, what video shoot is it that you're doing? Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I'm recording my solo album, and the 2 songs that I'm doing videos for is Night Terrors and City Lights. Those are my 2 favorites on the album so far. and I figured I should do video shoots for those. So we have some pretty interesting ideas for Night Terrors, and City Lights will be more straightforward, but we'll have some B-roll footage of some cool stuff on that. And yeah, the songs came out great. Like TJ is an amazing engineer. Like he recorded me here at the house. So we literally recorded everything up in my living room, and it was awesome. I'm just sitting in my living room with my Kemper and a DI box so I can have a DI. And so I recorded everything, and then we made sure it was all good. And we came down here and took the DI and reamped with real amps, real cabs, real mics down here. And it was thumping down here. So he had his computer sitting on the couch across there, and he just hit play, and you could hear these amps just pounding away, man, and it was awesome. So then we got done with that, hooked him up through the studio monitors, and we just sat right here in the chairs, and we're like, yeah, those guitar tones sound freaking ridiculous. And he literally, and he's recorded a lot of stuff, and he said, these are the best guitar tones I've ever recorded. These sound incredible. I mean, they're big, they're fat, they're huge, and they're scary and aggressive. So yeah, I think we nailed the essence of these amps. And I'm using 2 amps per song and blending them together.
Yeah.
And I'll list that for you guys as well.
Steve-O, thanks for the super chat.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you guys are doing great tonight. Thank you.
Appreciate that very
for all
much. Thank you.
Greg Tribolato, have you tried a Wampler is it dry Kais? Oops, I almost blocked you.
By accident. When you touch the screen, a bunch of options come up.
Dryakai's distortion pedal. I don't use it, and I'm happy to send it to you to review if you like.
I've never tried one, but I'd be absolutely interested in trying one. I've never even heard of that. I've heard of Wampler, but not that specific pedal. So, yeah, thanks, man. Just email me. The link is, my email should be, yeah, it's in the description. So I appreciate that very much.
They want to hear the Sphinx. There's a couple requests for the Sphinx.
Oh, I brought the guitar down for it, so I'll be playing the Sphinx tonight. The show.
Kyle Hart says, never heard of the Quad Cortex. Really?
Really? You've heard of it, and you know it. Yeah, I'll be doing some Quad Cortex shootouts and some other things with it as well. But just to be transparent with you guys, I literally bought it for one main reason, and that's to create and sell captures so that I can start generating some more income for the channel, because I have spent way too much money on this studio. I mean, I'm embarrassed.
So much money he doesn't put gas in his tank.
Yeah, exactly. I almost walked to Costco today. That's how much money I spent. Yeah, I should say that. Well, I couldn't fill up my tank. That's why. No, I spent an embarrassing amount of money on this channel, and I got to start making some money back. So that's why.
Yarden says, consider grabbing one of the Omega Obsidian. Yes.
I've played that on the channel, and I thought it was a decent amp. I did. Yep, it's a good amp.
GM Iron is with us. Hey,
Hey.
GM, check out Strandberg Guitars. He's heard great things.
Oh yeah, the headless, your favorite. I think that's if
They look like toys.
No, they're pretty cool guitars though. She doesn't like the headless look, but I'll tell you what though, that's what I was thinking about getting. Like if I got another Kiesel, I would get the, I forget the body shape.
Oh, that one that's with the purple heart? What?
Yeah, yeah, I thought about getting that.
Okay.
Okay. Is it, it starts with an O, what's that body shape?
I can't remember, but that's beautiful. It looks like a Avatar themed guitar.
That thing
Love
was
it.
sick. The only thing is with that, when I have the no headstock, it's an optical illusion. I always feel like I'm in the wrong spot on the neck. It's like, oh, where am I? I feel like I should be further up, or, yeah, it throws me off visually, you know, because my buddy Steve Shaheen has a headless one, and every time I play it, I always feel like I'm in the wrong spot. I don't adjust well to other guitars. I suck at it, so not my thing.
Let's see, where are we at? No, I lost my place. Oh my gosh, there are so many comments. I don't even know. We're gonna be behind. Drew Parker is with us.
What's
He
up?
says best overdrive to use for the MT-15.
Ooh, you know what? That's a good question. So if you haven't gotten a Mud Killer, I would recommend that because it's so versatile. It works with all of my amps, and there's 2 knobs on that pedal that really come in handy regarding that. It's the fat skinny knob, where you can adjust how fat you want your amp to remain, or how, you know, ballsy, like how, thin it out a little bit and make it a little more tighter. And it's not notched, it's variable. So you can pick any sweet spot there. So if you got a really tubby amp, it really tightens it up. Or if you got an amp that's kind of tight, but you just want to boost it, you just turn it more into the fat area, and it remains, nice and thick for you. And the tone knob on it, which all of them have, but I just like the sweep on it. And if you crank the tone knob all the way up, it really adds that nice bite to the amp without being too much.
You've blown everybody's mind. What? You're getting a quad Cortex? What the hell? From CS. Quad Cortex or Kemper Stage from Gravel Rocks?
Kemper Stage. I prefer the Kemper. I really do. And I'll say that until, my opinion changes on it, and it would take a lot to change that. And it's not because the Quad Cortex is just leaps and bounds behind regarding how it does its captures compared to Kemper's profiles. I think they're pretty close, but when we did that blind shootout, the Kemper was, all three of us in a blind shootout picked the Kemper. We really didn't know which ones we were playing. So you can check out, just type in Tone Wars Quad Cortex versus Kemper, and we did a live stream on it, and I literally couldn't tell which. I didn't know which one I was playing, and I picked the Kemper, and so did Steve and TJ. So that said, the Quad Cortex is damn good at what it does.
The Metalhead wants to know what your username is on Quad Cortex. I would love to add you as a friend on the unit.
Oh, thank you. As soon as I get the unit, I will set up my cloud, and I don't have it yet. It'll be here on Tuesday. So when I get it Tuesday, I'll probably do the unboxing and first impressions video or whatever, and then I'll have to set up my cloud. It's probably going to be a week or two before you see any captures up on there, because
figure it out.
Yeah, I got to figure out the cloud. I got to figure out all that stuff, and I want to make sure that when I put my first captures up there, that I'm proud of them, and I want to make sure that they're good, because first impressions mean everything.
Okay, the Thorgonaut.
Thuggernaut, what's up, man?
There you go. Hey, Jarrod, how many guitars do you have? I know you have a few EBMM and a lovely custom Kiesel. Anything else?
I have the Schecter Banshee as well. So I have 4 Ernie balls, and I have the Schecter Banshee Mach 7 and the Kiesel. Yeah.
And you have some upstairs that you don't play.
Yeah, those are all the Ernie balls. Yeah. I got to get one of them fixed. The input's bad on it.
You have other guitars you used to play that you're going to sell, right?
I already sold them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, all the Ibanez ones.
Sweet.
Yeah, I sold those like last year.
Nice.
They're gone.
Let's see. Joey Palmer seems
Hey, Joey.
the recent swing is to Quad Cortex.
Well, it's a more popular market regarding selling captures compared to Kemper, because Kemper market's so overly saturated that it's just everybody's starving for good captures. And let me take a sip of courage here. And everything I said in my video about the Quad Cortex that I made last year is true. People came at me because I was like, well, they don't have a marketplace for professional captures. And some people came on there and were like, oh, you're just saying this because you're mad that, that you can't sell captures. I'm like, you can still sell them. You just get the PayPal money and send them via the cloud. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just, it doesn't help people that are making captures do their job in an efficient way. So a lot of people are kind of waiting back to see if they can fix that. And because of that, there is a huge need for good captures in there, because a lot of people messaged me when they saw that I posted this, and every single one of them said the same thing. Please make captures for us. There's nothing but garbage in the market right now. There's so many horrible ones, and there's very few good ones. So yeah, I was right. I mean, there's not a lot of people that are wanting to take the time to make professional captures. And it's not just the marketplace. It's also, if I make captures, and I've talked to some friends that do this, I said, how do you sell them? And they said, oh, when I sell a pack, I literally have to send them one at a time to a guy. So if I have 50 captures in the pack, it takes me an hour to send them all. And I'm like, no thanks. So I'm only going to make like 10 to 15, but that's all you need. If you got 10, 15 good captures, what are you going to do with, I mean, the rest of it's all filler, honestly. I'm not going to fill my folder with just a bunch of junk to make you think you're getting a good deal from me. I'm not going to send you a bargain bin full of captures. I'm going to send you all good ones.
Costa's look. My guitar tech told me that the Quad Cortex emulates better than Kemper, the amps, etc.
It really comes down to what you prefer. It really does, but I felt differently when I did the comparison here. I really did. I felt like the Kemper did a better job, but it's a photo finish on them. It really is. They both, they're really close, you know, but I preferred the Kemper. What you doing? Huh?
Yeah, turn the fan on. Now it's really
Oh, now you're hot.
Yeah, now it's hot.
Oh, okay.
hot. I like trying to get in the fan stream. Scoot over.
Like, what are you doing? Sheesh.
Flex says, awesome. When I get my Kemper, I'm buying all your packs for it.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Steve-O would
Thank
like
you.
a Splawn profile.
Oh, I'll be doing some Splawns.
Let's
A
see.
show.
Kyle Hart, look up Fast Pony Car Splawn Nitro on the Rig Exchange.
Ah, and by the way, Kyle, I got your message. I will check that out. Thank you for sending that.
Let's see. Dean Harkness, I played all 3 of my guitars unplugged, and the U.S. Custom definitely rings out more. I do think there's some truth to tone woods, or else we'd just go to Home Depot and buy lumber for guitars.
I think there's some truth to it as well. I don't know how obvious or subtle it is, but as soon as I get my Kiesel back, I'm going to find out, and I'm going to do a very scientific test on it as well.
Let's see. There was a good question in here. Where did it go? Look, there's so many. I feel like
Wow.
I'm never going to catch up. But somebody asked
appreciate
you, what's your least favorite amp behind you?
Oh, least favorite behind
Yeah.
me? Oh, gosh, that's...
I was reading ahead, and I saw that one. Now I can't find it, but...
Lord.
yeah.
Uh,
Where is it? I can't find it.
least favorite.
Least favorite and why?
Puppies. Gosh, that's a good question.
Oh, there it is. GM Iron. Worst amp behind you, honestly, or least favorite. Yeah. What you thinking? What you talking about?
All right, so
I know you don't like that thing up there.
what?
That's not really an amp.
No,
but
that's not an amp. I would. Okay, so this is gonna sound.
This one's too loud.
Yeah, the diesel is a home demolition amp. I need this wall knocked down. Okay, hang on a second. I think it's the F sharp. Boom. There you go. Yeah, you don't need a wrecking ball when you got that amp. Honestly, it's going to be the Iconic, and it doesn't mean that I don't like it, and it doesn't mean that it's not a good amp. It's just out of all the stuff I have here, the Iconic would be the one that I would say is my least favorite, but it doesn't mean that I don't like it. I mean, it's here, so I use it, and I still rated it a very good amplifier in its price range. And that's the thing. So just so you guys know, my tell in any video is when I say for the price or in its price range or whatever. That's my way of saying
It's also this.
Yeah, this too. That's my tell. That means I'm holding the 3 queens and I'm about to take you down. So basically what it means is in its price range, it's a great amp, but it doesn't mean that I'm like all about it. It's, I mean, it's not going to compare to the Rev Generator Mark III. It's just not, but it's also a third of the price. So, I mean, that's basically it. So, but for the price, you can't beat the Iconic. You really can't.
Let's see. Aaron Lucas. First, no Santa. Now Uncle Jarrod is using a Quad Cortex. This hurts worse than finding out Striper lip syncs.
That's funny. Well, again, I'm doing it. It's all about the money, man. I just want to sell captures. I'm just being honest. I mean, who does that? Like, who would admit that? But I will. I mean, I'm doing it because I want to support the channel, but I'm going to earn that support by making great captures for you guys. I mean, why not?
Musqua is with us. Hey, man.
Hey, what's happening?
Drew Parker, thoughts on EMGs? I love my 8185 with the 24-volt mod.
Ah, nice. I've only played them once in TJ's guitar, and I thought they were pretty cool. I just love these pickups so much. The Dreammaker, what is it? What are they called? Dreamcatcher, Rainmaker pickups, and Sonic Ecstasy pickups so much that, and the Lundgren pickups in my Schecter. I just love them so much. I'm not a big active pickups guy, but it doesn't mean they're not good. It's just I've always played passives, and I just prefer them. But when I did play the EMGs, I thought they were pretty cool. I just hate the Fishmans. I can't stand the Fishman Fluence Moderns. Oh, they're just not my thing.
Studio 5. We all appreciate the money you have invested into your studio.
Thank you.
Without it, Sunday night would not be as fun and sound as good. Cheers, guys.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks for saying so. He
Thank
needed
you.
that.
I need that. There's times I come down here and I'm like, what have I done? Could have paid off my house. I honestly could have. I could have paid off my house. But it's an investment, and I do it because this thing is a passion of mine, but
Well, it's a retirement. It's your off-ramp.
yeah, it's my off-ramp. So now that I've made this investment, I have to start making money off of it and pay all this stuff off. And I'm doing it by earning it. You know, I want to earn, I'm an entrepreneur. I want to earn your business. I want to earn your, you know, whatever you give me. And yeah, by giving good profiles and captures for you. And I mean, why not? I have all the stuff here. I'd be stupid not to, you know, so.
Gravel Rocks. Drew, D-R-E-W. I love it. Put it all, can't read. Sorry. I love it. Put it in all of my guitars. Makes the clean sound fuller and gives the gain a little push. You can order a pack off eBay for $12.
Was he talking about?
Drew, D-R-E-W.
Oh,
I
I've
don't-
never.
Maybe he was talking. Oh, Drew, here it is. Thought on EMG. I love my 81, 85 with
Oh,
24.
okay. All right.
Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Flux loves EMG 81, X's and the bridge. Have them in all guitars now. Gives me his sound, or gives him his sound. Kyle Hart says my Schecter Damien with the 8185s is mean.
Mean as hell.
Letters and Numbers says Helix HX Stomp is my favorite of all the digital processors.
Helix HS Stomp, yeah. I mean, if you like that the best, then that's the best one for you. I mean, it really is. I mean, the Line 6 made some great stuff. That whole family of Helix stuff is really good, you know.
Christopher, hi Christopher.
What's up, Christopher?
He says I favor the EMG's 5766. Feels like the perfect active balance.
Ah, that's awesome. You know, I haven't seen in a while is Jason Taylor and Sean Casey.
Where you all at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Coming to your house.
Better have some wine.
Exactly.
Joey Palmer, did you ever order another, I can't read KSR.
I never learned to read.
He's having problems tonight.
What was that again?
Did you ever order another KSR?
No, it's in my future. I want to try out another. I want a big dog, though, if I get another one. I want the big boy. So I sold the 50 watt because I want everything to be hundos down here, except with an exception of a few. But I'm making it rain. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see in the future.
Checkboard Australia, that's a tough question, GM. Jarrod only keeps the ones he likes. I'd say the Iconic or the Mesa Rec would be the ones I'd give up gun to head out of all of those.
Yeah, the Iconic would be the first one to go. But it doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just when you compare it to the other ones, I mean, these are mostly grails down here, and I say that with humility. I'm not trying to be like, I already grail amplifiers, but they're freaking grails. So it's hard to compare to those when you have a $1,000 amp. That's pretty good.
Kyle Hart, I'm not sure what you mean. He says Fluence Moderns rock.
Yeah.
What's
The
that?
Fishman Fluence Moderns.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you like them, then they're perfect for you. I mean, it's kind of like ice cream flavors, right? Like, you know, I don't like Superman, but there's people who do.
I hate ice cream now.
Yeah.
I just have to convince myself that I hate it.
Yeah, because you can't have it.
You can't have it
No,
anymore. Freaking dairy allergy.
I can't have it either because I got to lose weight for my video shoot.
You know, and there's a really good, Breyers had an amazing lactose-free. It's just chocolate,
Why
but
can't you
it's
have that?
like, because I'm allergic to all of the parts. I'm
Oh.
also allergic to the whey and the casein, the
Dude.
lactose, all of the
What
dairy.
the hell?
But if you have a dairy allergy or you're lactose intolerant, whatever, Breyers makes a lactose-free chocolate ice cream that is even better than regular real ice cream.
Wow.
It's so good. My kids, they don't complain about it.
Wow.
Eat it
nice.
up, and I never got any.
I never got
I
it.
never got any.
Good for you. That's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Tech Forge Australia. Personally, I can't gel with EMGs. I put the headset in my ESP and they just don't hold a candle to the Seymour Duncan Black Winters for fat, chunky metal toe.
Yeah, you just gotta, I mean, that's why there's so many different things out there. It's because there's so many different people with so many different tastes. And if you like something, then you honestly pick the right thing that works for you. You really do. And that's why I don't, on the channel, I don't beat the hell out of things that don't work for me. A lot of times I'll just be like, well, these don't work for me, but it doesn't mean they don't work for other people. But if I absolutely hate something, I'll say I hate it. Yes. But it still doesn't mean it's not something you should try. It's just me.
Flex says you owe it to yourself to have at least one guitar with EMGs to throw in front of the amps to mix it up. He says, I think the EMG's X series is their best.
Is it? Okay. I'll talk to TJ and see maybe I'll have to try out one of his guitars again and see what I think.
Drew Parker wants to know what your favorite noise gate is.
Well, right now I'm using the Rev G8.
It's this one.
What? Oh, this one right here. It's a good noise gate.
Or this one.
They should make a pedal with your face on it, or just some woman's face on it, like, what'd you say? Would be the ultimate pedal. Called the bitch please pedal.
Shut up now.
He's holding up a shoe or something. What? No.
We need a safe word for like shut up that we can say live. Too much.
Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. I'm using it. Next time I need you to stop.
Now everybody knows. You just told me to shut up. Cheeseburgers. That was the Rev Gate, the Rev G8. It's a four cable method pedal, and it does the front of your amp and it does the effects loop too, and it works really well.
Sorry, I interrupted your question, Drew.
That was good though. That's a good noise gate right there. That'll make any man like, uh-oh.
The mom look.
It's going to be a long ride home tonight. What'd I do? Oh, you'll find out.
All right.
You're going to find out.
Joey Palmer, the Colossus or Gemini would fit the bill.
Oh, yeah. I actually talked to Kyle about those last summer. So, yeah, I just got to get my money together. So.
Let's see. Aaron Lucas, Jarrod, have you ever used ESP or LTD guitars?
No, I haven't. I've never owned either.
You know that.
Maybe he doesn't.
Come on, Aaron.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know. He don't know. He don't know everything about me. No, I haven't. But I want to try one of Ola's guitars, and I almost bought one like a month ago. But the problem was, let's turn this fan off for a minute.
No.
Oh, now you're hot. See, I knew it. So I almost bought one, but sorry, it won't come on. There we go. But they're out of stock. The one I want the orange one that Stay Metal Ray has, 7-string, and I want the one with the Sustainiac in it. And they're not going to be available till the end of January or something. I'm like, doggone it. So.
Doggone it.
Doggone it. Daggum. Yeah.
Shiver me timbers.
Well, maybe I should play a couple mixes and then we can go into the news and then keep doing the comments as well.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like we're not gonna catch up.
So we'll catch up to your comments in a minute.
And I left off with Aaron Lucas, so GM Iron is next. So
okay.
I got it.
And if we miss one of your comments, just go ahead and repost it, and we'll be happy to weed it for you.
Yes.
All right, so what do we got? I'll do a couple mixes for you, some of my basic ones, so you can hear this amp.
Thanks for the super chat, Gunnerman.
Oh, thank you.
He says England Invader 2 or Fireball 100.
England Invader 2 or Fireball. What?
Ingle. Sorry, Ingle.
You tapped on it again. Yeah.
Ingle Invader 2 or Fireball 100. England.
Oh, I got a better one for you. Get the Inferno. Get the Inferno. I heard that
It's
is.
fire.
Yeah, that's the better. That's like if you have the, and I know you have the Savage. I can't think tonight. I know you have the Savage, so maybe the Inferno would be a better one for you. Because the Fireball is decent, but it's a little fizzy for me, and it's the same with the what was the other one?
Angle Invader.
Wait a minute, the Angle Invader 2. I did play that. Yeah, you know, the Angle Invader 2 is a pretty good amp. I remember that one now. I played that, and that one was Rocky's amp, yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I would take, between those two, I'd take the Angle Invader 2, for sure. Easy choice. I thought
It didn't seem too easy.
Yeah, well, I had it mixed up with the other Angle, which is the special edition. I kept thinking it was that, but no, Invader 2 for sure over the Fireball 100. That's the easy one. Yep, hope that helps. Sorry for all the confusion. All right, let me fire all this crap up here. 1 second. There we go. Couple of mixes there to wet your whistle.
Wet your whistle. You gotta say it with a
A couple of mixes there to wet your whistle. Shit.
Oh, Lord.
Man, the chugs on this amp are
Lord.
they're so thick. In fact, that first mix, I used the Splawn Nitro, and what amp did I pair that with? I don't even remember now. Oh, it was the Splawn. I'll have to check my list, but I used the Splawn with something, and we were both, the Diesel. Yeah, it was the Diesel Herbert and the Splawn on that first mix, and me and TJ were sitting there listening to it. We're like, holy crap, that is the thickest guitar sound I've ever heard, and I think I picked the right amps for that that particular song. It's going to sound incredible.
GM Iron. Jarrod, do you have HELIX Native? You
No.
like it? It's $49.95. Today's last day for that price. Do I need it?
Man, I'll tell you, if you don't have a HELIX, I say that for $49.95 you can get a HELIX on your desktop. Why not? Yeah, I mean, I've used it. I don't have it because I play my HELIX like, down here, like right here, not at my computer, but I do have the editor for the HELIX, which is basically HELIX, native. It acts the same way. So, and with native, I think you get unlimited DSP, so it's a lot better regarding that. So for $49.95, you can't go wrong. I'd get it.
Gravel Rocks. I bought a guitar with Fishman influence, sent it by worst pickups ever.
Yeah, it just depends. Like I said, I mean, some people like Rocky Road, some people think it's terrible. I mean, it really depends, it's the way it is.
Mesqua, have you tried EMG Fat 55s?
No, I wish I could try all of them, but I don't even remember what ones TJ had in his guitar, so I couldn't even tell you which ones I've tried. I know I've tried them, but I don't know which ones they were, so.
Flux, I got Donner Gate to calm my Engel Invader 2 at home. It works great.
Oh, nice.
Bobcat, check out EMG H2s with the boost control. Sammy Albana from Lost Society only uses these now instead of the 8185.
Oh, okay.
Kyle, I have to run the Donner SOPH softgate in front of the MT15, and I also put a NS2 in the loop.
There you go. With the Rev G8, you can have one pedal that does both. So, I mean, if that helps people, that's what I like about that pedal. It does both. One pedal does them both.
Tony says Mesa should make a noise gate pedal called the Beard Jam.
The Beard Jam.
Dean Harkness says, I have two guitars with EMGs. I find you need to back off the gain a little or else it'll be fizz.
Yeah, it could happen. That's what I heard about those. Yep.
Earache my eye. Love my American Strat with hot rails in it.
Ah, the Hot Rails, boy. Yeah, those are great pickups. They really are. I've played guitars with those before. It was a long time ago, but I remember being very impressed with them.
Flux says, they made me get rid of my little heater in my studio fire hazard, so I fired up the diesel VH4 and it went from 62 to 68.
I love when I fire up my Diesel Herbert. There's so many tubes in there and they're so huge that it smells, you can smell the ozone down here. You can like smell it. It's because they emit ozone.
Maybe
and
that's what I smell when I came in. It smells like diesel up there.
Yeah, but there's like an ozone kind of scent that comes off of them, and I love that smell. It shows me that my amps are on, ready to kill. Yeah.
Somebody said where to go. Oh, Greg Tribolato. Don't do it. I bought one and it had serious issues. I think he posted that about the time you were saying between the two amps when you decided he disagrees.
Which two amps? Oh, the Inferno? Mm-hmm. Oh, I've heard great things about the Inferno, but I mean, yeah, it depends, but, or maybe the, what was the other one? I get all these names mixed up, man.
I know, there's so many. You're actually really good at it.
Yeah, and tonight I'm not. But the other one.
I can't even read them right.
Yes.
You're just pulling them out of your freaking brain, and I can't read them right.
It was the Engel, oh crap, I don't remember, but that one, I don't know, but I've heard great things about the Inferno, and I had the other one on the channel, and I liked it.
Christopher says, I, all caps, love LTD Eclipses. Pretty much a more comfortable Les Paul. One of my greatest guitar regrets is selling my anniversary Eclipse and my LTD Breaking Benjamin baritone. Miss them both greatly.
Man.
I like Breaking Benjamin.
Breaking Benjamin. Turn this main up a little bit here.
Kyle Hart says, I never sell my guitars, so I have 24 of them now.
Holy crap, dude.
Holy shamoly.
I thought I had problems.
Let's see, Tony, me too. I was going to order the Ola England Solar Candy Apple Red Sustainiac guitar 6-string, and
cool.
Go figure, sold out way too fast. Wait
I
until
know.
February now.
Yep, that's where I'm sitting at, because I think a Solar guitar would be good for the channel. It'd be cool to compare to other stuff, and I like Ola. I want to support him. He's a good dude, so, but we'll see.
Flux says, I'm playing through my Engel Invader 2 right now. It's a brilliant amp, especially if you add the Z16 on the back.
That was it, the Invader, yeah. Yeah, I would take the Invader over the Fireball 8 days a week, twice on Sunday. I mean, it's just a much better amp. I think the Fireballs are good, but when you compare them, it's like, I can see what it's lacking now. So, yeah, definitely get the Invader over that.
Hyperbull Kid, how does the Powerball 2 compare to the Invader 2? I'm looking for the most modern sounding angle for down-tuned metal, like drop F sharp on a 7-string. Down-tuned?
Get the Invader. Yeah, the Powerball. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews on the Powerball. There's been people that have posted about it saying it was very lackluster too. So I would say that the Invader, or, I mean, dude, the Savage is, man, channel 4 on that amp is stupid. I mean, it is just ridiculous. In fact, we used that on City Lights. We paired that with the Kraken. And we were just sitting there going, holy crap. And the lead tone on City Lights is actually the Savage Channel 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're just down here just basking in the glory while it was reamping. We're like, wow.
Basking in the glory.
Just sitting, it was so loud and we didn't care. We're just sitting here just getting our heads blown off. And we're like, yes. Make it a glorious death.
Kyle Hart says, need to bump the G8 up a hair.
Yeah, you know, you're right, because it was squeaking through there. Let me do that now.
It's doing that thing my MT-15 does on the hard stops.
Yeah, I heard that. You're right. So I just did it. I was thinking that during the song, but I'm like, I'm busy. I can't bump it. I'll bump it another.
Hyperbowl Kid says, damn, that Nitro is nice and articulate, crisp, very nice.
It is. It's a very thick articulate amplifier, and there's just enough saturation in it to be amazing. So, yeah, I love it.
Mesqua says, great playing. Damn, feel like I need a cigarette. All right.
And I'm spent.
Klaus. Hello, Klaus.
Klaus, what's happening?
Good evening. The Swan sounds good tonight. KT88s or EL34s?
Thank you. KT88s, man. When I called Scott and ordered it, he's like, well, what do you want, man? He's Southern. He's like, all right, man, what do you want there? I'm like, I'll take the KTs. He's like, all right, I'll put them in. I'm like, thank you. I'm glad I did it. Got those old milk bottles back there.
TechForge Australia, if you were only allowed to own one amp forever and no others, what would it be?
Oh, God.
He said his is the Randall 667. You just can't find them here
Oh,
down
okay.
under.
Oh, mate. I don't know, man. That's tough. God. It changes daily here. It really does.
I thought it was the Savage.
The Savage is
Or the
definitely a
E8.
contender.
No, not that one.
I love the texture and the aggression. I think I would miss that on the EVH Stealth or the EL34. Either one of those two, probably. Damn
He'd
it.
just have to, he'd have the Kemper is what he would have.
Yeah, I would just profile them all and just
Have the
say,
Kemper.
yeah, and have the Kemper. But yeah, I would really miss that texture and aggression in the red channel on the Stealth. I just love the Easter eggs, but it doesn't mean that it's my super favoriteest amp. But it's, I don't know, man. That amp's got some special stuff in it. It really does.
Michael Galapagos.
Hey.
It's not Galapagos. That's an island. Galapagos Island. He says, I'm looking forward to your album, man. Now,
Thank
if
you.
I can buy a CD player soon, I'll be in business. Those are some awesome tones going on.
Thank you.
He's not going to be making CDs.
No,
CDs.
it'll all be downloadable.
Downloadable.
Yeah, downloadable. And the thing I'm doing for you guys, too, is not only am I putting what amps I'm using in there, but I'm also going to give you the backing tracks so that you can play on the songs too. I'll delete all the guitars except for the guitars that are underneath the solo section. So you got, you know, some melody and some chords to play over. But the main rhythm tracks and the solo will be gone, and you can just play along with them if you want. Write your own guitar solos and have fun. And the tracks sound incredible. The drums are amazing. I have one of the best bass players I know playing bass on it, and he's incredible. So John's going to put some killer bass to it, and it's going to sound amazing. I can't wait till it's done. Really excited about it.
Letters and Numbers says, have you tried the Shure Riot distortion pedals? I really like it.
Yeah, I did. It's the purple one, I believe. And yeah, it's kind of a classic rock pedal, isn't it? I thought it was pretty good for classic rock for sure.
Kyle Hart, my Massacre pedal I sent him is based off the Riot. Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was Masquerade for a second.
And it was very reminiscent of it. You nailed it, Kyle, so you did a good job on that.
Hyperbole Kid thanked you. Sounds like I might have to get serious about the Savage.
Yeah, the Savage is, man, I'm telling you, Channel 4, once you play that, you dial it in, you're going to love it. I mean, it really is a great amp. I think it's one of Engel's best amps that I've ever made, the Mark II.
GM Iron says, any chance of some preamp reviews? Driftwood Purple Nightmare preamp looks like a great option at $700.
Yeah, I want to do that. What I really like to do is do a shootout between the Driftwood, the Kraken, and the KSR one. I'd love to do a shootout between those three, or at least a demonstration where I demo them all and see how they work. But I got to get all these companies to send them to me, and maybe I'll start reaching out to them. We met you know, the Driftwood guy over at Merrick. We met him over at NAMM, and he's a cool guy.
Look at you pulling names out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. Really cool guy.
Dean Harkness, I got to try out the one behind Carrie and have wanted it ever since.
Yeah, the Stealth 100 is stupid, man. It's just such a great amp.
He says, I'm going to buy a Stealth 100 first, but one of these days I'll have a Savage as well, and I should be set on amps. Guitars, though, 4 is not enough.
Never is it? Let me do 2 more mixes for you guys, and then we're going to get to the news.
1 second, one
Okay,
more,
sure.
and then we're done. Bobcat, dude, that's going to be sick. He said, I play to Night Terrors a lot.
Cool, man. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to release this because, again, it's going to be more than just an album for you to listen to. You can actually play along with it, and the tracks, the backing tracks are going to be like state-of-the-art, like really good stuff that sound great to play to, and you can write your own solos to all the music underneath and just enjoy yourself. I mean, I love that stuff, you know, I really do. It's one of my favorite things to do in the morning. Grab a cup of coffee and just fire up my tracks, play through my Spark, and just noodle around and enjoy myself. It's really fun because it's better than playing to air. You know, I mean, you got music going on and you're writing and getting inspired by stuff, so it doesn't get any better than that. All right, couple more mixes and we're going to start the news. That amp is sick. Oh my God, it sounded really good tonight, man.
My ears
Wow.
are unhappy tonight.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It's like when you go to a restaurant, you order the meal you order all the time, but for some reason tonight it's just hitting the spot. That's how this amp is tonight for me.
I went to I took Luke to Whitey's the other night. It's our favorite, like fish and chips kind of. And I always, because I'm gluten free, I can't have the deep fried, so I get it broiled.
Yeah.
And I love it, but it was dry.
Was it?
It wasn't juicy or you know, crispy on the outside, juicy. It was all like it'd been sitting under the heat lamp for 20 minutes.
You're just spoiled because you've been eating all my salmon over here.
It's so true. It's so true. And I was so hungry that I couldn't afford to send it back. Like I had to eat it then.
That's the worst too.
I know.
Like I'm either gonna send this back and die or suffer through it.
And they didn't have the pea and peanut salad on the salad bar either.
Dude.
I know.
That's a crime.
I know. I even had her, I'm like, do you have any in the back? Like, why is it not out on
Can you scrape some off the floor for me?
Find some.
Is there any in the
And
dumpster?
why are they out of the pea and peanut salad?
That's kind of what they're known for.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Gosh darn it.
You guys are doing it. All right, switching guitars because people are requesting the Sphinx.
Yeah, let me hear. Let's see. Hyperbowl Kid, Jared, can you provide some insight into seeking out 100 waters now versus 50? In the mix, they don't end up sounding the same.
Well, provide what now? I'm
Insight
sorry.
into seeking out 100 waters now versus 50.
So you mean how to? How are they better in a mix, or how to find them, or
No,
why?
I think he said into seeking out which 100 watts do you like better?
Oh, definitely the EVH stuff. If you really want the best of what EVH has to offer, especially with the more modern amps, get the 100s. I had the 50 and I loved it. I thought it was really good, but as soon as I played the hundo, I was like, oh, sheesh. I had no idea what I was missing out on until I played it. And then when you add the Easter eggs into that whole factor, it even gets better. It's like, wow, you're hot and you cook? Let's do this. You know, it's really, really nice. I mean, the 100 watt EVH stuff is amazing because not only do you get that fuller, bigger
Doesn't matter,
sound.
because when you have kids,
Yeah,
you won't
exactly.
eat it anyway.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Your chicken nuggets. Shut
Yeah,
up.
yeah, exactly. Here, I'll give you the noise gate look. But yeah, I mean, with the 100 waters, you get a more fullness in there, and the more aggression and texture and everything else. So, I would definitely suggest that. And see, some people say, oh, you know, you could go with a smaller amp because none of that stuff matters in a mix, anyways. BS, because it does. It does matter. When I recorded all this stuff with TJ and we came down here and reamped, I didn't change any settings on my amp. I didn't pull low end out. I didn't do all that. These were recorded exactly how they're set up. And then I asked him, when he sent me the mix, I was like, well, what did you have to do to the amps? He goes, very little. He goes, I left everything as it was. I nipped a little bit of low end out because that's just what you do anyways. You do it on a smaller amp, but that fullness is what I'm talking about. It's fuller. And when you hear the album, you're going to know what I'm talking about. These tones are super thick, rich, full, and just nasty, all of them. So
Dane Harkness says, no profiling, that's cheating. Kind of funny. He said it's kind of funny watching Jared squirm at the thought of one amp. Braxel, Kyle Bull tried that driftwood and he could not get any usable tone. It was boxy and just really sucked.
Well, so here was my issue with the driftwood, and everybody's taste is different.
I liked it.
I liked it. I just didn't like the feel.
I
The
liked
feel was a little on the saggy side for me, and I'm used to playing these. The thing is with this collection that I have, I've gotten really spoiled, and I've really narrowed things down and gotten to the amps that I really like. And if anything's outside of those parameters regarding how they feel and how responsive they are, I just don't gel with it anymore. So yeah, the driftwood was a great sounding amp. I just didn't like how it felt. So I tried and I ended up selling it. And you know, Matt loves it and thinks it's one of his favorite amps. And it just goes back to the whole thing where it's like, just because something doesn't work for me doesn't mean it doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me, you know.
Hyperbole Kid says, you guys are making my head explode in a good way. While we chat about Engel amps, the Splawn Nitro is impressing the shit out of me.
Dude.
Wonder how it holds up in drop F tuning on 7-string.
You know what? I have a very dropped guitar upstairs. I can grab it.
Yeah, you got a mic on.
Yeah,
Do
let
it.
me grab that guitar because I'll show you. I have a super dropped guitar. So we're full service here at Tone Wars. Let me grab that for you.
Braxel thought that the Driftwood sounded boxy too.
Yeah, it's a good amp. It really is, but and for my taste, it just didn't match up to what I have here. You know, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Flux says, I actually sold my Savage 120 Mark II because I liked the Invader 2 better. I couldn't really use channels 3 and 4 on the Savage, but every channel is great on the Invader 2.
Wow, you didn't like channel 4 on the Savage?
That's what it
Wow, there's a first. I mean, that just shows you everybody's taste is different. Look listen to how echoey it is upstairs. So echoey up here. Hello, hello, hello.
Steve-O says, my local music store had a 20% off Black Friday sale, so I pulled the trigger on the EL 3400 watt Stealth and matching cab. Nice. Where'd you go? I was expecting you to chime in there. He must be taking potty breaks, so he turned his mic off. Oh my gosh. Nice. Well, you can ask Carrie a question. I read them all thinking that he was going to talk back to me while he was upstairs getting his guitar, but it can be Ask Carrie what's going on. I am really excited about the music video coming up, though. We haven't done that in so many years. The last time we shot a music video was with our band, and we've actually, Jarrod and I have helped other bands do music videos, like just coming up with concepts, and I did some styling for them, and that was a lot of fun. I love doing that and being creative that way. So we've been putting our heads together on like a vibes for this
Vibes.
coming. Yeah.
Vibes.
For sure.
Yeah, sorry, I had to mute myself for a minute there.
Did you hear me though?
Yeah, I heard you. And you're kind of right.
Yeah.
That tea and whiskey's going right through me.
Thank you for muting.
Yeah.
But I got some costumes, wardrobes ordered, and some concepts going out, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna take a day off and go pretend to be a rock star
Do it up.
for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, man. You know, we gotta do this stuff while we're still young enough to be cool. Because there's going to be a day where we're just not going to be cool anymore, and
Yeah.
that's when you start just building birdhouses and sipping lemonade.
Yeah.
So
Letters and numbers. Can you recommend a website for gluten-free foods? No, not really. I can't recommend a website. I find plenty of stuff at our local grocery stores. There's such a big market now for gluten-free food. It's kind of crazy. I do so I know bread was a big thing, and it took me a long time to find some good tasting bread. Let's see. I know it's yellow packaging with red letters, and it starts with a S. Let me see, SCH maybe. I'll figure that out. But
Trader Joe's is a good place to go.
yeah, if you have Trader Joe's where you live and Whole Foods, they typically have some good gluten-free. But honestly, like Meijer and Kroger, they both have really great gluten-free sections now. I'm super happy with what they have. And I'm kind of having to move now towards not even eating grains and carbs and stuff like that. It's all just bothering me. So if you cut it out, it's been better. I'll try to find out the brand of that bread though. Let's see. What's my favorite vocal mic? TechForge Australia. I really love that. What is it? AK. Can't read it from here.
It's not that expensive either.
No, it was like 80-ish.
Yeah, it's a nice vocal mic though. It really.
Here, let me go read it.
AKG.
AKG. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's the one that I prefer. It picks up all of the little nuances. It picks up you know, the breath that I like to use that stylistically, and the way you pronounce words. I don't know. That's what I love. I when we do sound checks, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I can hear my mouth noises.
Yeah.
I'm good. Good to go.
Good to go. She needs something that's real sensitive because she does a lot of nuancy type stuff and she wants it to pick up. So, you know.
CS, too bad he didn't leave his mic on like the Naked Gun. Leslie Nielsen classic.
That would have been funny. And they're singing away.
Scott Fulmer likes my boots. Thank you.
Yeah, she's got some good ones on tonight.
I know. I've had these for a couple years, but I really like them.
I got some new shoes too.
What are these again?
I don't
What are
know.
they called? Yes, you do.
Oh,
Your brain
Sorel.
is working. Sorel, yeah.
Yeah, Sorels, yeah.
Sorel boots.
I got some new Hey Dudes today in the mail.
Yes.
These are, dude, guys, I'm telling you, Hey Dudes are amazing. They're tennis shoes, but they feel like slippers.
They're not tennis shoes.
Well, I don't know what they
They're
are.
casual
They're
shoes.
casual shoes,
They
but
have rubber bottoms.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Listen,
they're like, if
they're cool though. I like them. They're comfy.
yeah, you guys know I'm a shoe person. Those are awesome casual shoes. They're super comfortable. They're more comfortable than Crocs.
Yeah.
And they're washable. Like you can take the sole in and out and wash them
Yeah.
and whatever. But
They're awesome, man. I like
they're
them.
they're a tiny bit pricey. They're like, what, 50, 60 bucks?
Yeah, but they have sales all the time.
They do.
She sends me links. They're on sale. Get them. I'm like, no, yes, ma'am. Are you gonna get the look?
You're going to get the look. That's right. Totally worth it, though.
All right, let's check out this guitar. Go ahead and read that, and then I'll check out this
Tech
guitar.
Forge, hang out a second. Isn't shoe money just potential ant money? Oh, no.
Yeah. It depends. I divert a little over
They're
to
two
the shoe
different
fund.
accounts.
Yeah, it's 2 different accounts. So this guitar, sorry,
Oh, sorry.
is in drop G, okay? Drop G, this is the lowest tuning guitar I have. I've never played this through the Splawn Nitro, but we're about to. Let's see how it sounds. That sounds freaking, that's like a sledgehammer coming down on every note. That's freaking beastly. This guitar sounds a little brighter too. It's got a snappier neck on it. This roasted maple neck definitely has a, a different kind of snap to it. I'm noticing as I'm playing it, but yeah, this tuning works. really good with this amp. I mean, it sounds amazing. This is one of the amps, the Splawn Nitro is one of those amps that absolutely blew me away when I first tried it on the channel like 2 years ago. I was just like, I couldn't believe how thick and just beefy it was, but it also had this great top end to it that wasn't too sharp. It was just thick and nasty, and I was just completely blown away. And the thickest chugs are in the basement are on that amp right there. There's no amp in this basement that has thicker chugs than the Splawn Nitro. It's just ridiculous. I liked it so much that when I brought it back to the store, I was like, man, maybe I should just keep this, you know, and buy it off of Marty. And I was like, but I want a custom one. So I called Scott Splawn and talked to him for a while on the phone and ended up ordering my own custom version because I like purple. Purple's my favorite color, so
It's my favorite
it's
color.
her favorite color too. So I ended up getting
It
that.
actually works out really well.
It does. Yeah, it really does work out. That's all I have to do now. I want a guitar. Is it a purple one? Yeah, it can be. But yeah, it's just a killer amp, man. And the clean channels on it is great too. But Scott's a great guy. He runs a great business, very honest. He's been around a long time, and he makes great stuff. So I'd say if you're looking for a good amp that you can get fully custom, and it's very affordable. His amps aren't super expensive like a lot of the other custom amp makers. You know, they're made right here in the States. And if you're looking for a good custom amp, I mean, the Splawn Nitro is highly recommended. Very, very good amp.
Let's see.
And if anybody says they can't do metal, show them this video because they're full of it.
Scott Fulmer says he likes your shoes too.
Oh, thanks. I was feeling left out.
Yeah.
Scotty.
And then I was talking about the bitchin' sauce because it's gluten and dairy free.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff.
GM says that Chipotle bitchin' sauce is great. It is. It's really, really good.
Our favorite was the Bombay flavor.
Oh, the Bombay was
Yeah.
bad.
It was
Oh, it was so good.
It was good.
Yeah, it's good over chicken. It's good on like gluten-free noodles, or
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good to dip vegetables in. You can eat it hot, cold, whatever.
Yeah,
but,
Bombay was the best sauce.
Yeah, they were all really good though, but Bombay was favorite. I liked the cilantro lime one. That was good. I'm trying to remember what the other one is. I can't have them now because they're made out of almonds, and I'm freaking allergic to almonds now. But
Yeah.
if
The
you're
Yum Yum sauce is good.
Yeah,
I
it
get
has
the sweet and
eggs in it.
spicy. Oh, really? Oh, I love Yum Yum sauce. I get the
Yeah.
one with that's sweet and spicy. That's a good one.
let's see. Tony says, "Damn, sounds badass. Add a Horizon drive boost to tighten it up, and wow."
Yep, I'm boosting it with the Mud Killer tonight, but the Precision Drive would do good, and maybe the Pepper's Dirty Tree would probably be really good with this amp too. I've never tried it with this, but I imagine it'd be good.
Hyperbowl Kid said, "Thanks so much for doing that, Jarrod.
Hey, my
This-
pleasure.
The Splawn is full-on chunk and articulate in a way I like. Holds up under drop tunings too. Adding that to the list ASAP. Had no idea. Best amp show. Best YouTube amp show."
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. No, that's what we're all about here. And the thing is when people ask me to try stuff, even when we're live, I mean, I have fun trying it. So it's like, okay, I'll absolutely try that. I've never tried that. So, I mean, I was blown away just doing that right there. I mean, it's a great amp. It'll be on the album on at least 2 songs because it just sounds amazing.
Dean Harkness said, "Thoughts on the new Metallica song? I'm sick of reaction videos, though." I didn't even know there was a new song.
Yeah, there's a new song.
Where have I been? I'm embarrassed.
I don't know what rock you've been under.
I've been under the Lena rock.
Yeah, I hear you. We can do, maybe we can do something like that next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'm a
we'll
big
talk about
Metallica
it next week.
Yeah.
Yep, we can do that.
But don't we have something else in the news? you
Yes,
wanna talk about?
so basically we're going to talk about something now, and then I'll do a couple more mixes for you guys. So
Okay.
one second. Let me do the little thingy.
In the news.
And I have the stupid pedal still up there.
Paddle up
Yeah,
there.
that looked awesome. Let's do that again.
It's professional.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go.
In the news.
Wow, that was so much better. Now it's for real. So yeah, there's some Pantera drama. I've been kind of keeping track of it. Stay Metal Ray, I follow him. He's one of the brightest lights on YouTube. He's so happy and positive. He's a great dude. And so I was watching his video about that today, and some other videos, and like there's people that are just like all upset because Zakk Wylde is being all Zakk Wylde and stuff while he's playing
Gosh,
the
darn
songs. It's like, what did you expect? Like, he's Zakk freaking Wylde, man. I mean, you're not going to take a guy who's been playing the way he's been playing for probably 4 or 5 decades, and then all of a sudden he's Dimebag Darrell. It's just not going to happen. I mean, the guy has the most, I would say out of every guitar player I've ever listened to, he has the most identifiable style of playing. Like his vibrato, all I have to hear is the vibrato. I'm like, oh, I know that guy. It's Zakk Wylde. All I have to hear is the pinch harmonics, and it's like, it's Zakk Wylde. How is he supposed to not do those things, you know, and emulate, you know, Dimebag Darrell just overnight? I mean, they just started practicing for this tour. Like, I don't know when. I don't know what's in the secret meeting, but let's just say it was a couple months, which is what I'm assuming. I just can't see how he's going to change his style so much, like Dimebag Darrell. Like if they,
Well, I don't think that they would want him to.
I wouldn't want him to. I mean, and again,
Especially since he is Zakk Wylde.
yeah,
That's why they picked him.
if you want a guy that's going to be like Dimebag Darrell on tour, then go find a tribute band with a guitar player that sounds just like him and bring that guy on. But probably wouldn't sell as many tickets. I don't know. Maybe not. But I mean, I honestly can't think of a better guitar player to do this tour with them than Zakk Wylde myself. I really can't. And honestly, that would be a reason for me to buy a ticket too, is like, oh, I want to see that guy just tear it up. I mean, that guy just beats his guitars to death on stage and gets away with it. And he's amazing. Like, well, I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on that. How many people are going to see them?
Yep, put it in the chat.
Yeah, and I honestly, like, can't we all just enjoy things?
I think when you replace somebody, like we were talking about earlier, replacing me with somebody else
Yeah.
as your co-host on the show,
She's not going to be
It's-
like you.
just not the same.
Yeah,
It's
she's
just
not
be
going
the
to.
same.
Yeah, we talked about that at dinner, and heaven forbid that was to ever happen. But it wouldn't be. It would be a different vibe. It would be a completely different thing, and she wouldn't be you, and it just would be a completely different thing.
Yeah.
But we can't expect everybody to, you know, for the audience to expect her to be exactly like you would be unfair to her, because it's like, well, what's she supposed to do? Imitate you the
Yeah.
whole, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
so it's like
You
it
got
just.
to be yourself and then find the things that you like about that person. And
Yeah.
if you don't go. Don't buy the tickets and
Yeah.
stop putting negative energy out there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you don't like, everybody's entitled to their opinion, just like
Sure.
what we're sharing right now here. We're sharing our opinion on it, and maybe some people will here or later won't agree with us, and I'm okay with that. I respect that. But I just think that there's no other guitar player that I would pick to do the gig other than Zakk Wylde. I really can't think of anybody else that would be more suitable for it. I mean, the
Yeah.
guy's amazing.
Steve-O says that's the thing about the greatest guitar players. Their tone and style is instantly recognizable.
That's why they're the greatest, you know?
Techboard Australia says, I'd rather see Zakk and get Zakk flavored Pantera than anyone else. It took years for me to stop bawling my eyes out at In This River.
I
No.
agree. I agree, you know, and I just think that he's doing the best that he can. And for people to like crap all over Zakk for being all Zacky, what did you expect?
Right.
You know, like, hey, I want chocolate ice cream. Like, well, that's so chocolatey. It's like, it's kind of what you ordered. You want me to make it less chocolate for? I mean, what do you want? Like, it's Zakk Wylde, you know, and they're saying that Charlie's doing a great job on the drums. But no offense to drummers, but if you got a good sounding kit and you're a good drummer and you're playing the beats exactly like the other drummer is, it's hard to tell the difference. It really is. Like, it's hard to tell the difference. You're on time, you're hitting the snare.
Unless you're
you know,
super duper fancy and showmanship and,
Yeah.
you know, but
Yeah, so if you're just playing the beats the way that, they did it, the other drummer did it, then fine.
Basically, if you're not screwing everybody up.
Yeah, exactly. But with guitar, there's a lot more nuance. There's tone, there's vibrato, there's the way you hit the pinch harmonics.
Yes. He says, I'm not going to put my thoughts out there about Zach Terra. I'll talk to you about it later.
Again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I
Yeah.
don't want to crap on anyone's opinion about it. But I just think that, okay, so if you ask me, hey, I have two options for you. I have a Pantera CD, or I have a ticket to go see the tribute version, with Zach and all them. I would take the ticket to go see them, because when are you ever going to get a chance to see that again? I can listen to the CD whenever I want, but I'm never going to hear this again.
Yeah.
I'm going to go experience this, and I think it's a great way to pay tribute to them.
But he's not really going to go because he would have to stand.
Yeah, I don't stand at concerts.
Hyperbole Kid says, I am absolutely going to see Pantera.
Good for you, man.
It's all about spreading the music and ensuring the legacy lives on, or else TikTok music will take over the world.
Oh my God, TikTok.
Charlie is doing an incredible job on drums at 60 years old.
I know. I've heard he's doing a great job. So I've seen some phone videos. It's hard to tell, but what'd be cool is if they did a DVD.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
because I saw Zach.
Because then Jarrod would actually watch. He could sit his butt on the couch.
I'm a DVD concert guy.
You're a DVD diva.
I got guys. No, I'm a Blu-ray diva. Thank you. I like the Blu-rays, but yeah, I have all kinds of concerts on Blu-ray, and I love them.
What if they did it 3D? That would be even better.
That would be cool.
You could
Yeah, I would love to see that. That would be badass.
Dean says they're going to be doing some shows with Metallica. I may have to go to that. I saw that, and I would totally go to that.
That would be a great concert, man.
And it's going to be like 2 years. I think they're selling tickets now for something 2 years from.
Exactly. That would be awesome.
Amazing.
Yep.
Dean Harkness, I already read that one. Kyle Hart, I definitely go, but I doubt they'll come here.
Oh, that's sad, man. They should come to Detroit. Everybody comes to
I
Detroit.
think it's on the website. I have to go to look.
We'll have to look. That might be tempting, because I saw Zach. They did that cruise or that thing with, it was Yngwie, Zach, and I think Steve Vai, a bunch of other guitar players. They did this thing. I can't remember what they called it. It was like 4 years ago or so, and somebody filmed Zach's section where he just went up and tore it up for it was like 3 minutes, and all he did was just shred his ass off over the other guitar players playing, rhythm underneath them. And the guy just never ran out of riffs. It was almost like the neck wrapped around the room, and he just kept playing every note, and it was like, dude, he just never stopped. And it was just incredible. And I'm like, oh my God.
There's a wife at home going, yep, that's what I have to deal with every day. Every day.
Every day. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. How'd you like to live with it? Day in, day out. But we all are like, yeah, well, maybe it's a nice place to visit, but, I did pay a visit, and it was nice. No, it was great, and I would love to. Can you imagine being in a room where that guy's just beating the crap out of his guitar for all these songs and doing all that? That'd be awesome.
Let's see. Dean Harkness says, closest to me in St. Louis. They're going to do it in Detroit, too. If Tone Wars and Locals to their ear you want to get together, I'll fly up for that one. Oh, we can make it a thingy.
That might be something. We might be able to do that. A little Tone Wars road trip.
Let's see. Steve-O, some concerts you have no choice but to stand, brother.
Yeah, I'm just not a stander.
If he can't buy front row, mezzanine, or balcony, he is not going.
Yeah. Well, all right, so I went to the Rush Time Machine tour, and I loved that tour, and I loved the fact that they were going to play, now I can't think of the name.
Join my club.
Yeah, what's the name of that song? It's on the B side of Moving Pictures, and it's my favorite song, and I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember how to play it either. But anyways, that one. And the Camera Eye. Yeah, the Camera Eye. And I wanted to see that song played live because they've never done it live to my knowledge. And we were in general, standing there, and I'm just like, oh, and after like an hour, I was like, dude, I can't take this anymore. So I worked that day, so I was tired. So I ended up finding a balcony seat, just riding it out for the rest of the show. And that's how bad I hate standing. I hate it,
CG says, everyone complaining about Pantera is a moron. The Abbott family personally asked Zach to be a part of it. Dime was his best friend. It's as much for the family as for a new generation of fans.
Yeah, I just think that, again, I think everybody has a right to their opinions, but it's like, dude, I just think it's such a great... When are you going to get a chance to do this again? You have two choices at this point. You can either enjoy the CD, or you can watch the concert live with some of the most amazing musicians out there paying tribute to it. I just think that that's the way to do it. And I wasn't a huge, diehard Pantera fan. I did like their music, and I thought it was awesome, but I was such a prog guy at the time. I was, really into Dream Theater and Rush and all that, but I did listen to Pantera and thought they were cool as well. But I don't know. I just don't see it. It's the same thing as if Rush was to go on tour again after, God rest his soul, Neil Peart has passed on. But they wanted to have one last kind of thing, and they brought on Mike Portnoy, for instance, and they went out and did a tour. I'd go.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go see him. Why not? Neil Peart is, he's a professor. He's a very well-known musician, and everybody really loved him. But I don't think we should poo-poo Rush if they ended up doing that. Just these guys. They're getting older. They're not going to be here forever. Just enjoy it while you can. What?
I don't know. It just tickled me when you said poo-poo. It just struck a chord. Hyperbole Kid says, how about Motley Crue with all original members versus this Pantera lineup? Vince Neil can't hold a note, and they sound like crap.
I agree 1,000,000,000% plus infinity Google. I'd rather...
A Google alien.
Yeah, I'd rather see the Pantera version right now than the original lineup of Motley Crue.
Dean Harkness says, it's just good to hear those songs again. I do wish he'd play the leads a little closer, though, and not zack it up too much.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he's doing the whole... I haven't watched. I don't know, but I'm just going by hearsay here, so forgive me if I'm wrong. But
that's what you do when you used to be on the praise team at church. It'd be like Jarrod's. They'd cycle through every other week. We have several guitar players, so when it's Jarrod's week, he'd take a music home and he'd Jarrify everything. He'd come back to.
I would.
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, and Jarrod's like, oh.
I did. I shredded there, but it was tasteful shredding. Come on. It's not like I was up there doing whammy bar tricks and crap on Amazing Grace, but yeah, I had some runs and some stuff here and there. And on the fun songs, look at you telling on me, but on the fun, more up-tempo songs, oh yeah, I brought it. I done brought it.
Yeah, they just want somebody to stand there and go along with it, and Jarrod's like, watch me.
There's probably some women out there a little uncomfortable right now. I feel like I'm at a Van Halen concert.
So silly.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Braxel says Generation X. I saw Generation X here in Deep Elm in Dallas.
That's what it was.
Awesome.
That's what it was. Zach just, oh my God, he just tore it up so bad. And I'm just sitting here waiting for it to end, and I'm like, oh, and there's more. And then there's more, and it was all really good. And I'm like, I wish I could play like that. I wish somebody could just turn me loose and just have me just tear it up like that. But I'd be out of gas in like a minute and a half. I'd
No,
be out
you
of,
wouldn't.
I'd be out of riffs. I can't play
In
like
a minute
that.
and a half?
Well,
No.
if I wrote something that long, I could do it. I just don't know theory. So if you stick me on a stage with a bunch of guys and go, we're in B flat, okay, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to B flat my way off the stage because I'm not going to play this stuff.
I will literally be flat in the mix.
Yeah, I will literally be flat on everything. I might be sharp here and there as well, but I'm probably going to be flat most of the time because I don't know what the hell be doing.
CG says if people are upset about Pantera, stay home and cry about it. It's not for you. Metalheads are the biggest crybaby Karens and gatekeepers out there.
Some of them can be. Now, I'm willing to hear a reasonable argument about it. I am. I'm willing to hear somebody like, I'm all about letting people have free speech and like say what you're gonna say, but you better have a good argument because you'd have to really work hard to talk me out of thinking the way that I'm thinking right now. Like change my mind, right? You know, that would be one of those kinds of things.
Steve-O says he loves Rush, seen them 6 times.
Oh yeah.
CS
Amazing.
says, it's my Pantera and I'll cry if I want to. Oh, RD500 stumbled upon your channel. Definitely subscribing.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank
man.
you. Appreciate it very much. Welcome to the community, man. Thank you so much.
Tony Krosick says, going to see Zakk Wylde, Anthrax, and Exodus in January here in Vancouver.
Oh, nice.
I've been blessed twice to have Zakk Wylde play beside me in the stands last 2
Ooh,
concerts.
man. He's just incredible live. You know, he really is. And that's the thing, like, if I was to cover someone's solos, there would be my stuff in there because it's just who I am. Like, there would be just things that I throw in. And honestly, Dimebag had some crazy stuff that he did that some people probably, even Zach was saying when he was on an interview with Ola, he was saying, he's like, dude, I'm watching your channel and other people's channels, learning how the hell, you know, Dime played some of this stuff because it's pretty crazy, you know, and even for me. So there's probably times where Zach's like, I don't know what he's doing there, so I'm just going to do this, you know, and it's like, that's all you can do, you know.
TechForge Australia says, can you do us a solid and listen to a few albums from Belakor, Belakor? We are fairly isolated in Australia, and they got an invite to Wacken next year. Would love to get your ear on it.
Oh, they're going to Wacken, huh? Nice.
Yeah, sorry, it says Wacken.
It's Wacken.
It's pronounced
It's
Wacken.
German.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a German thing.
Well, Wacken,
Yeah, whatever.
Potato. They're going to Wacken. Steve-O says,
Hey, what they do in their own private time, it's their business. Don't you be calling them out.
saw Portnoy and Petrucci last week. Outstanding show. A little too heavy for my girlfriend. Portnoy with Rush would be a fantastic show.
It honestly would. Yeah, I'd love to see John do his solo stuff live. That would be an absolute treat, man. That'd be awesome.
CS says, yeah, he's pinch harmonicking the crap out of the Pantera tunes, but not as bad as he could be doing.
He's really... I heard a story about Ozzy and Zach once when Zach, I think it was, I don't know if it was the first album or the second one that Zach did with Ozzy, but, you know, Zach was recording one of his solos and he was really heavy on the wah, and Ozzy walked in and being all Ozzy, and he's like, kicks the wah across the room. Why are you gonna play the bloody wah over there? One of those things, man.
Everybody's coming in here now from Brackenheimer. Is it a victory amp behind there? Shut up.
Yeah, I really like the Weasel amp. That's my favorite.
And he typed it with a W.
The Weasel and the Wingle. Those are the best.
Shut
and
it.
then there's the Weza Barba and the Wed 7.
The Wed 7.
The Wed
Wev.
7's amazing. Then there's the Wev. I really like the Wev a lot. It's really good. You're never going to live that one down.
I'll take it.
You wacky person, you.
Look says, who knows how much time Zach had to learn every note. It might not have been enough lead time with this schedule. Pretty sure he cares about nailing it.
Yep, and like I said, I watched his interview with Ola, and he was kind of freaked out about some of it. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to learn all this stuff, and it's pretty crazy. Like, because like Dimebag was not your typical guitar player, and Zach's not Mr. Whammy Bar either.
Yeah.
He's not Mr. Whammy Bar. So he's literally, if you're not a Whammy Bar guy, and then you're taking the place of a guy who was king of the Whammy Bar, like, you're gonna have to.
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be different. You got to figure it out. Like, I mean, there's a lot of times people come over and play my guitars. They're like, what do I do with this? Like, you know, go to Wacken and figure it out. But no,
You gotta know Todd. What are you doing, man?
hey, what's up, Todd?
He says, crap, I was watching your Top Gear in 2022 while the live stream was going.
Well, thanks for watching them both. Appreciate it. But yeah, it's like weird if you're not used to playing a guitar with a whammy bar, and then you pick one up and there's one there. You're just like, it's uncomfortable, and Zach's got to figure that out. I'm sure he's good enough. Obviously, he's 10 times better than me, but I'm the opposite. Like, you give me a guitar without one, and I'm like, well, what the hell do I do with this? I mean, that's half of what I do. There's a lot of it in there, so.
CG says Kiko said the same about Marty. He has a general understanding of what Marty did, scales and inspiration, and plays in the realm, but it's not close to note for note.
Yeah, like Tornado of the Souls, like have fun with that, I mean, Kiko's amazing too. So there's always going to be nuance and little things that us guitar players do that we can't even explain what it is. And if you read tab, you'll understand. You'd be like, well, yeah, they didn't. Well, yeah, how do you write that? How do you write that thing? There's no squiggly line for what he did, So.
John Gloom says Belcor is fantastic. Been listening to them for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the one that.
Okay. Yeah, we can check it out. I got a Bluetooth speaker upstairs. We always do it afterwards. We'll fire stuff up and play it through there.
Gaurav Lama is with us. He said
Hey.
good morning.
What's up, man?
He said the purple guitar is my eye candy now.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, she's purty. She's a purty girl. You know what? I think I might have to get another case. Oh.
No, you just got a quad Cortex.
It'll be purple.
Yeah, that
Well,
monster finish is stupid.
It's 8:58.
All right. Well, I should play a couple more mixes though,
Get it done.
because mixes. So let me.
Time.
Time. Let me find. Somebody requested the Sphinx. Let me at least do the Sphinx.
All right.
I haven't done any.
Granted.
Thanks, Mom. Can I stay up late tonight? It's the Walton's 2-hour special. All right, hang on 1 second.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the song.
Yeah, that's fun, man. Got a little off time on the solo in a couple spots, but oh well. Man, that's such a fun song. I can't wait to record that one. That's a good one to play. I always enjoy playing that song. The Sphinx. It's got that Middle Eastern kind of feel to it.
Let's see, where did we leave off? Guarv says, I was planning to buy some in-ear monitors for live. Just got my KZ earpiece for now, but not sure about the transmitter and receiver. What do you think about the X5 VAVE in-ear monitor?
Get the Shure PSM 300. I'm telling
There
you,
you go.
don't skimp. Get the Shure PSM 300. The problem is with a lot of the cheaper ones is they overcompress, and you get this really like compressed, dull sound. Where the Shure, I'm using the Shure PSM 300s. I've had these since 2015.
Yeah, it's been a long
Yeah,
time.
and I'm not kidding you. I love these. They're so good. And I had the PSM 200s, but I found that they were very compressed. And as soon as I got the 300s, all of a sudden it just opened up, and you got stereo. So you run them in stereo. And I'm not kidding you. These are great. I'm sure there's other units like Sennheiser out there that are just as good. Just don't get like the bargain ones. I'm telling you, you'll regret it. They don't, because remember Reno, our bass player in our other band, he got the cheap ones, and he was like, he sent them back. I mean, they were terrible, because I let him try mine. He was like, whoa, they sound so much better. So yeah, don't skimp on them, man. Get the best ones you can afford.
Gene Harkness to the new subscriber RD500. He says, welcome. We have a lot of fun and tend to act like idiots at times.
Yeah, we do. It's fun though.
And Dean said, truer words were never spoken. Braxel, I really want to hear a song about steak.
Steak?
Steak?
Do I have a song about steak? I don't know.
Quarv thanked you.
Oh, you're welcome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just don't skimp on them, man.
Tony says, if you cheap out, no soup for you.
No soup for you. Come back 2 weeks.
Braxel, did the guy that was making videos about you ever apologize? I forget his name.
Oh, no.
No, he's not the apologizer. You know what? We moved on.
Yeah, I don't even care. You know, it's one of those.
It's not even a thing.
Yeah, but I appreciate the question though. Yeah, but never did, probably never will. And
Don't
honestly,
even
I
mention his name. No.
I don't even need it, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do me and do my thing. I love my channel. I love what we're doing here so much that a lot of that kind of stuff. It's kind of weird. It's like trying to find an analogy that doesn't make me sound like an arrogant prick, but okay, I'm not going to say it because it's going to make me sound like an arrogant prick.
Yeah, just move on.
Yeah, I'm just done with it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
Christopher loves that one.
Oh, cool. Thanks,
Me
man.
too.
I like it too. It's probably going to be the next one I record.
Yeah.
It's just a fun song to play. And
I got some wheels spinning.
I saw you doing your little drum thing there. I thought you were trying to get the whammy bar. I'm like,
No, I would not mess with you. Flex said the Splawn sounds amazing tonight.
Thank you. It does. I haven't played it in a while, so like when I was making the thumbnail for tonight, I didn't fire it up and test it. I was like, well, I'll just use that. And in my back of my mind, I'm like, it's been a while. I hope I gel with it tonight. And honestly, I couldn't pick a better amp to play tonight. I mean, that thing sounds incredible.
Don't be sorry, Braxel. It's fine. I read it.
Oh,
I could
no.
have chose to not read it, but I read it.
No, it's fine. You can ask us anything. It
Yeah.
really is fine. She just doesn't want to bring it all back up. That's
Yeah.
all. But
I would like to have a really good night.
no,
go back through
I'm
that.
over it. She's worried about me being all like, but I'm not. I don't even care anymore. So it's honestly not even a big deal anymore to me. But it's perfectly fine that you asked. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
don't be
perfectly
sorry.
fine. Nope, don't
Dean
even worry about it.
Harkness says Zach is a great player, but his guitars are as ugly as hell.
You know, I tried one of his guitars at Guitar Center once. I was up. It was actually the day I bought my Helix. When the Helix first came out, I was in Bay City when I bought, or Saginaw. I was in Saginaw at a Guitar Center. I bought it, and they had one of his guitars up there. And I just looked over at it. I'm like, "Is that one of his guitars?" They're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, let me check it out." And I picked it up, and I was like, "Dude, this thing feels like a toy." Like
Yeah.
No offense to people who like them, and no offense to Zach, but I would never buy one of those. I was like, nope. Not for me at all. And I was playing it, and it's got the baseball bat neck and everything, and it just goes back to what works for some people doesn't work for others. I just looked at the guys. I'm like, guys, I couldn't play this guitar. I just couldn't. It's just not for me at all. It's like the anti-guitar for me. But he plays them, and he sounds amazing. So.
Studio 5, thanks for another awesome stream.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Steve-O, the show tonight was fantastic. Yeah, it's definitely
It was fun.
about 10 after 9.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for participating.
Yes, it was great. We had a lot of good conversations, and
Wouldn't be the same without you guys.
yeah, seriously, we wouldn't have a show without you guys. We'd be just two idiots sitting down here going.
We would still have fun, but it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. So we appreciate you guys being here very much, you know. So, well, thanks again so much for joining us and participating, and I hope you enjoyed the songs and the riffs and the Splawn. The Splawn's legit. It's a great metal amp if you want metal, or it'll do classic rock or anything in between, but it's a killer amp. I can't recommend it enough, you know. And I think it proved everything tonight. I mean, there's no questioning how good that amplifier is. So, excuse me. But anyways, thank you so much for being here, guys, and really appreciate it. I got some other videos I'll be working on this week for you. Quad Cortex stuff for sure, so we'll be talking about that.
Not this week, though.
Huh?
Not this week.
What, Quad Cortex?
Well, you'll have the unboxing.
Yeah, I'll be
figure it
doing
out.
some stuff, yeah. That's what I mean, Quad Cortex content.
Ah.
Yes. So anyways, well, again, thanks for being here. Every day's a gift.
Thank you for sharing part of your gift with us, and we'll see you back here on Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Have a great week.
All right, have a great week. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you all very soon. And I got to find